You know what time it is? You gotta know what time it is. You better know what time it is.
The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
What's going on, friends? And how the hell are you doing out there in the land of the internet in those places that you're probably hiding out at? And by the way, wake up! Good morning, and hopefully wherever you are, it is going well. You know, today's topic is going to be pretty simple. For those of you who have ever decided to be a gypsy and embrace your inner gypsy and do the move thing. Whether you've moved an apartment or you've moved your bedroom or even your doghouse, or even you moved across the country or across the state, it doesn't matter. Have you had help? Did you have people behind you? Did you have an army of people? Did you have a big, huge truck? Did you have storages? Did you burn everything? These are the questions I want to ask people, because for me, in the middle of this move, it nearly killed me probably about 10 times. The thing is, for me, you've collected shit. So suddenly the shit that you've collected becomes more and more shit. And then you're moving shit that has shit. And this shit becomes shit that is covered in shit that becomes dusty shit. It's pretty amazing the amount of stuff that we do clutter over the years. And I think it's good, because the thing is, you get to have a story and a moment when you're having those things, and you get to share those with your family and your friends. Whether it's mom's china, aunt and uncle's crochet, or whatever it may be. Hey, Abby's the puppet. Well, while you're waiting, I got something for all of you. Well, the thing going, because earlier we had the house completely cloud killed. Don't know if you're aware of what that is. Cloud kills when you put enough smoke in the air that you can kill every living thing that flies through, whether it's a fly or it's a bug or a gnat or even a mosquito. Man, it was so dark in here, and it was dark because of the cloud, that I had to literally chew my way through and go and inhale my way through the living room. God. Now, when you're living out of boxes, let's go there first. How do you suddenly change your whole modus of operandi after you've moved? You got a million boxes, and now where are you finding that one thing that you're looking for? Oh, now you're looking for your toothbrush. Well, toothbrush is a bad example. Toothbrush, you can easily go buy a brand new one. But when we're talking about meds or we're talking about an article of clothing or maybe a frying pan that you're looking for, it really does change everything. And that's just the gypsy people. Some people really love that brand new feeling. For me, I like it, but I feel like I'm in the deep water. I feel as if like I really should get my shit together. Because for me, I do like having somewhat order. I like knowing where things are. And that's part of the big thing with moving. Order. You're out of order. You have boxes that have things written on it. And if you're lucky, they wrote something on the box. If you're not, they just wrap the boxes up. Now, when you move, generally speaking, when we were younger and we were moving, you'd call a few friends over, buy a few pizzas, get some beer. You guys all run out there and you empty the place and you load it up in the truck and everybody's happy and you're sharing the beer because everybody's working hard. You smoke a little bit of ganja, everybody leaves, and suddenly you're moved in. Now, we go back further in time, they had carriages. People carry their goods from across the nation. Generally, you had one pair of clothing, your Sunday's best. You had a set of clothing. On top of that, you would generally have 1 to 2 hats and 1 to 2 pair of shoes if you were lucky or a rich man. So you'd be carrying things across the nation in a steamer trunk on the back of some carriage with some guy heaping it up and throwing it down. And if you're lucky, you got there safely. If you didn't, you dealt with the indigenous folks shooting arrows at you and chasing you down because they wanted to scalp you. That's just one idea. Our other ancestors came across the ocean. Our pilgrim ancestors came across the oceans with walk-boxes and chariots and cases, rugs and vases and different things, carrying different things for the new world. They came here with the idea that they were going to bring a new establishment to the new world and start over. Now, that being said, it did well, and they did well. This is what happened. We have what we have now. Coming up very soon, as you guys know, it is Thanksgiving Day. Thank you for watching. The 3 of us that are in there. Hello, y'all. Hopefully your day is going outstanding, and I do hope that things are working out for you. Back to where I was. Moving, becomes this arduous task where suddenly you like the new, but you can't stand the new because of the order at which things are done, and then suddenly you're standing there without can't find anything and you're worrying. Some places all the way here to Tombstone, and they seem they got my here sign. Politicians. What are more than politician, more than overpaid jerks and tight suits? I couldn't fit into a suit, a little hot during the summertime, and especially my spurs look a little funny in them. What? Get out of here! Get out of here! The feed that you're on. Do you know what feed you're watching? Are you watching from a perfect feed? Are you watching from a telephone? Are you watching from a satellite location? Are you watching a hijacked location? Are you doing some feed? Can you guys hear me? Do I sound like I'm skipping? Do I sound like I'm talking in a well? Do I even sound lost? If so, it's perfectly okay to say that. I don't mind at all. Wow. So we've talked on the topic of moving. Now let's talk on the topic of the delightful part that most of us really like to get honest with. Logistics. Logistics are a crazy thing. Whether you're using a truck, you're using a boat, you're using a camel, a dromedary, or whether you have 4 or 5 friends carrying things with straps. It's however you do. Guys, can you hear me? Please reach out there at the door. If you guys hear me, please, that's all I want to know. And then tell me if this is choppy or not. It won't help bringing that in here at all. All I'm going to do is feedback right now. Probably not the idea to do during the middle of the show. So let's do this. Maybe we can feedback for y'all. Hang out for a moment. Most of you don't know this, but I don't really do the whole foam thing. Foam cups kind of freak me out. It's something about the texture or something about the static that it builds. Let me demonstrate. As I have it, I just hold on to it, and then wow, trip out on that somehow. It's just this weird static that happens. Hey, be good to yourself and stay away from the phone. We made it back, and we even got some banners in there for you guys. Pardon me for one moment while we're in the middle of a relocation shoot. Wow. So this morning we happened to go down to a little street called Allen down here in Tombstone, Arizona. Yes, I Arizona, and I did have some milk.
Logistics of teamwork is everybody as a team works, and not one is not like, oh shit, oh man, am I high? Well, back to the hard work, the teamwork, guys. Everybody doing something. Everybody is working all the hard things. Oh man, whew, I'm getting so darn tired. If not everybody's working together, the other person's here, not ready for a break. Oh gosh, man, I wish I had some help with all this hard work.
I absolutely do love it when the plan comes together. When things work out and the plan goes as planned, you're very excited because you can actually pat yourself on the back and then know that you did very good getting yourself into the situation you're in. When the plan goes to absolute crap, who do you blame? Who do you tell? What do you do? How do you tell them? Do you say anything, or do you just act as if this was the plan, the way it was supposed to happen all along? I don't know. For me, this move has been pretty crazy. I've enjoyed it. I'm absolutely ecstatic with what's been going on. I finally got here, and yeah, we're making another voyage. We're making another voyage back to California. And by the way, yeah, that's what Tuesdays are for. If you didn't know what Tuesdays are for, they're also for a little bit of road trip and a little bit of road fun. So hey, check this out. Oh boy, that was
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Holy right. Have a place like that. What's the name of the place that you go to? I have not been to any of the clinics or any of the places here as of yet in Arizona. Not yet. I do plan on it. But the idea, you got to go very slow and take care of things. And got to meet people and shake hands.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@knocknetwork.com.
Very difficult for me at first to realize that I was leaving California, leaving everything I knew, everything that my family, my mom, my parents taught me. I moved here, I don't know a soul, and it feels pretty damn good to not know anybody. It almost makes you feel anonymous. Yeah, in a very odd way. I don't know though if it is. It's not anonymous because they're going to know me, whether you're hanging out or you're not. Hopefully you're your lunch is going good. Hopefully your day is going good. Man, I really hope it. Wow. Let's get in here and see what we got going on. Hello. Good. Thank you for saying that. Because, we weren't really sure if the feed was good or bad. Sometimes it can get a little squatchy out here in the desert and at the edge of the world. But, either way, I'm glad you showed up. So, back to the moving debacle and whatnot. Logistics seem to be a big, heavy thing. Right? And then we have boxes and all of our clothes and all of our worldly possessions being strewn all over the place. From a vehicle coming across the desert. You get to this, and it's really strange or a strange land because all you want to do is be comfortable and move in. Hey, I moved in, I got my stuff in here, but I am going back and forth, and it's 600 miles each direction. That's an 8-hour to 9-hour voyage, depending on traffic and depending on how well you treat yourself. So that voyage can be extremely long, extremely boring if you're not with the right company or at least having the right company. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. The fact that we pulled it off. And the thing was, we were living our dream. When people were telling us we were crazy because we were going to do this, I came here and I saw Tombstone. I was like, man, I am moving to Tombstone, Arizona. You can't stop me. I live about 8 minutes from Tombstone proper, from the middle of town, historical district. You will periodically see me dress historical garb and historical clothing, which people who know me know that I do this on a regular anyways, even before, got Tombstone. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. There are plenty of us watching. There's plenty of space up here for all of us to watch. If you are watching wherever you're watching from, hopefully you're watching from a safe space. That is Northern America, or you're watching from Southern America, or maybe you're watching from Denmark, or even Holland. Hey, keep them spinning. Technical difficulties. Let's try this again. It's all about fun, after all. It's what got me to move here. I wanted to have a place and an environment that I could thrive and that I could do what I do. As a street entertainer, Los Angeles didn't have much room for me unless I was going to dress like Batman or Spider-Man, running downtown and deal with the alcoholics and all of the homeless folk. It's not something I wanted. Moving to Tombstone seemed like a very, very, very obvious choice. There was no thought to it. I didn't have to think about it when I did it. It's like Tombstone just happened to fit. When you do something that fits just so right and you feel it right in your bones, you will stick through it over and over and over. And there's nothing anybody can tell you, whether it's good and or it's bad. But hey.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab,
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying off the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndonega. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndonega. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie night. Spotlights on entertainment. And live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Hey, dudes and dudettes. Enjoy the show, man.
Ah, you made it back. Most people tend to say they made it back. I can tell because I can see you up in the corner. Wow. During commercial breaks, do you tend to go use the potty, go get some water, make a run? I don't know. For me, when I see commercial breaks, it all depends. Generally, the commercials are really loud, and suddenly, like, God, why don't they turn those down? The FCC has a law about that where they have to turn commercials down, but they don't follow that law. So what happens is you end up getting really loud commercials where you're going to notice that you're watching a dramatic show and suddenly the commercials come on. It's because they know people get bored. They get up and they walk to the bathroom, or they get up and walk to the kitchen. Suddenly the commercials are very loud. You have no choice but to listen to them. I know. You're thinking, Wayne, people don't watch commercials anymore. Now, I know things like TiVo and those direct TV things where you can actually fast forward through commercials. It's a really cool idea. But again, how do you know? Things you got to get your marketing across one way or the other. And if they're not watching it, hearing about it, how else are you going to hear about like butt cream and lidocaine and other things like that?
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
So then, after all of your stuff is strewn all over your house in a bunch of boxes, and you can't find a single thing like a pair of socks or a stapler, you suddenly realize, I think we made a mistake. We moved across the United States and we have all these boxes of shit and we can't find anything. One box says miscellaneous shit. The other box says miscellaneous shit office. And the other box says miscellaneous shit fragility. And then the other says miscellaneous shit closet. So the whole point is that your miscellaneous shit becomes miscellaneous. And then you're really up the creek. No, not really. The whole idea for me personally is I find I make the time. Because in the middle of this whole thing, there's a bit of confusion. What you got to do is sit, gather yourself. What up?
Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time. Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time.
Not everybody gets it, but some attempt to get it. If you don't get it, then shame on you. And if you get it, spark one up with me. Eventually I plan on taking you guys out and showing you the world, but it's got to be done first. I don't want to give away the surprise without the surprise being completed. It's almost like when she comes into the room wearing a robe. You're like, keep the robe on. My imagination says way more. You can come in naked if you'd like, but the problem is my imagination says, wait, put some clothes back on so my imagination can work. It's almost like how you imagine your house when you start looking at the furniture that you moved in, where it's covered in shrink wrap, wrapped up in moving blankets. You said, I don't want that cabinet there, I want the bed there, and where the hell did I put that fucking stapler? We're back to the stapler again. I know. No, I'm just using stapler as a metaphor right now because a lot of people lose their shit. I have lost so much shit that I can't even find my shit, but I'm so happy because I feel like I'm in a new place with the shit. So therefore, the shit becomes, you get my point. I mean, think about it. How cool could it be? When you live in your dreams, no one's going to say it's ever going to be easy. Did Christopher Columbus tell the Queen, oh, it's going to be easy, I promise you. We are going to go across the ocean. It's simple. We will go. The bitches with us and we will go. No, it wasn't easy. Christopher Columbus went over there. He lost half of his crew. They got scalped by indigenous folk. They got sickness. They brought influenza. Their shit went irrelevant. And we still to this day have a fucking boat after the guy. He moved and so can you. Living your dream shouldn't be hard, but it shouldn't be easy either. So coming to Tombstone, Arizona, I'm halfway here. I turned to my wife and I said, are we out of our mind? She said, no, we're adventurous. Well, it's stuck in my mind. We are adventurous because the whole idea is where else can you live where heroes once stood and lived? I said that in 3 parts because those 3 heroes, and it was a family of heroes. It's the whole movement that happened here. People forget that America was founded upon our own vigilance. So these 3 guys that came out here from Kansas City, came out here to make a difference, own a little town, didn't know it was going to be huge. This little town rivaled New York City and Chicago and San Francisco. How about that? I know you probably go, Wayne, no one really cares. I know.
Well, once again, here we are, being family and friends out here in Armador County, or As to say, Plymouth. Come on out, steampunks. That's right, you heard me right. Steampunks. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is. You should come out and see my friends. All my friends. Wild bunches of us. And remember, if you can't get it right and you don't want to do it right, you can join the Black Flag Gang, because there is only one way out of here.
They used to call it fire and brimstone in the old days when you were out of here. Someone called it on the road with Saint Pierre. Other people thought the cowboy way would be if you died in the rodeo doing what you wanted, that you'd get to go to paradise. I don't know. Think about it. Is that how weird, like, congruitive line that goes along with other beliefs? If you're doing what you love, think about that. Doing what you love. So dress up in 1800s clothes and walking around being a cowboy. Maybe you like to dress up in fur clothes. Or maybe you like to be a puppet. Or maybe you like to dress up on the weekends in a leather outfit and tell your lover what to do. It doesn't matter, because you are free after all. And once you're free and you find freedom happens, all you want to do is do that. So moving to Tombstone seemed like the only smart option for me. I say that in three again, because, peace, freedom, and love are the things that we all want in our life. And when I wanted peace and I wanted freedom, all I knew is I had to do this wherever my wife wanted to go. Wherever she wanted to go would make her happy, because I knew it would make me happy. Here we are in Tombstone, Arizona. Time stands still. She said that to me this morning. We step outside and we look out. The sound is so soft that you think, man, time just disappeared and stopped. I mean, it's unlike anything I've ever personally witnessed. And I've seen some stuff.
The desert in all of its glory. The one thing you can find in the desert, a whole lot of everything. You gotta love the desert. What do you think?
I don't see anything.
Well, the thing is that there's a lot out here. You got Mother Nature, wilderness.
It's hot.
But the thing is, it's desert. At night, it's cold. We have inclement weather.
I got cottonmouth. Do you got water?
Shit. That way.
Okay.
Only once in your life you get to have that kind of fun. If you have a good friend that comes along, you get it even more. They kind of tell you that the miracle happens in threes. It's this magical number. So while moving, you're storing and you're putting away and taking it back. It's more than three, it's four, right? But in the all actuality of it, you look at these boxes and you think, man, I put my whole fucking life 500 boxes. That's a heavy thought. Our ancestors didn't get such a chance when they came. Man, they carried one freaking bucket of clothing. So, as you're going through the highways and the byways of the day, you should always remember that.
Well, here we are, working on the oldest working water heater in probably all of North America. We're at Wayne Cruz's house, the guest water heater in his guest house. Zoom in right here, Wayne. Serial number 84. That is 1984. This was manufactured. Here we are, turning it off. It may never light again. It's gonna light again, but it's just not right that we have to do code updates through escrow on a 40-year-old artifact that is still running. They don't make them like they used to, folks.
I bet you here in Tombstone, I bet you money there are a bunch of 40-year-old water heaters. I bet you money. I would probably gamble. 40-year-old water heaters, you think about Sears when they were doing those things, they made those things last. You didn't have to move but once in your life back then. Now things are cheap. things come to you cheap. They make things cheap. My wife and I moved into a brand spanking new home. No one's lived here. No one's energy's been in here. Just she and I. And we have an island in the middle of our kitchen. Now, when we look at the home and we walk through, we both said to the realtor, the island was a little small. He said, no, not at all. We pulled out in the car and said, but we figured, oh, what does it matter? We haven't been here 3 days. All of a sudden, it's taken a dive. They don't make things how they used to. Now, I sound like my dad right there. I know that. But the thing is, it's true. Back in the day, you could go to Sears, get a tool, and you could send that tool back. It was bad. Remember that? Or you can even think about that one. When you get food at a restaurant and you get it to the one you don't like it, you could take it back and make a question. Now, I guess you still can't have them look at you a little weird. Order as you want it, right? I can't comprehend this whole, how fast things people are going through. Everything out of styrofoam, everything that is thrown away. So when we were moving, we got a chance to clean that out. We got a chance to get rid of it. The styrofoam ice chest, the old pair of socks that had holes in them. We got to start cleaning things out doing this. And we actually got rid of so much. I got rid of 4, count them, quattro dumpsters of trash. 4 dumpsters of trash. I'm not talking dumpsters, I'm talking loads. So you have acres of property, you collect shit, whether it's doors or things, or new things, or maybe lots of things. And it'll say mom and dad's things you never really gone through. That's a lot to go through. I know. But wait. Here's the cool part of it. When you're going through it, you get to make an absolute change. You can have the change that you want. It's fucking cool. The change that I wanted clarity. Moving away from the San Fernando Valley, moving away from Antelope Valley, I wanted clarity. I wanted to have, just my wife said, peace and quiet. I was tired of the helicopters. I was tired of the case. The thing is, short little funny story. My wife and I decided that we were going to move here to Tombstone, Arizona. We thought about it, we talked about it, and we thought we might be a little weird. At night, we both climb into bed. We fall asleep to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to helicopters. You're not coming out of your house. The police. Lancaster Sheriff's Department. Suddenly I realized, we're moving. We're fucking moving quick. I'm tired of it. The whole idea is we don't want people in our business, do we? No, but you do. You want people. This is why I ask for validation. Did I do right by you? Is my house nice? Do I look fat in these jeans? Is Monday a day for you? Do you like Coca-Cola or do you prefer? These are preferences. We have to have these conversations. You have to have that same conversation with yourself. When you move, you must have that conversation. 400 times you're driving down the highway thinking, fuck, did I forget to put that in the box? Oh my God, did they load that? Oh my God, I gotta buy more of that. Oh shit, did that break? What was he thinking putting that on top of that? Oh my God, I can't speak English. I speak English and he liked it. This truck smells like fish. All these things are going through your mind. Suddenly you realize, it's fucking tough, man. You could hire a crew of guys, they can come over. Yes, man, what would you like? Oh, we pick stuff up. We carry things far for you. Put in the wind boxes. We fly them out of here. The whole problem with that is you still gotta find your shit. So suddenly I digress. You suddenly gotta find your shit, and you gotta realize that things are put away in a way you don't remember where or how. How did the kitchen stuff get in with the garage stuff, and how did the garage stuff turn into 14 fucking boxes? And there's still more. This is what moving does to you. Guys, take stock of where you are and what you are, because if you don't, you're bound and determined to repeat it. And if you repeat it, you don't get any chance. You change the way you do things. Have you downsized or even upsized? Have you put like 1,400 pounds of shit into a 3-ounce bag before? Have you moved your kitchen? Dog climbed in bed. Our old bed. This means it's his bed. Have you decided to go through your stuff and realize, man, I got way too many of this or way too many of that? Most people are scared to do that. I am, not going to lie. That change is something that is very, very difficult. Now, the way around it is, there's a saying. If you're not laughing, you're crying. Plain and simple. Life is full of this. You're not laughing, you're crying. This is something I tested. So, if you've moved and you've ever had the craziest thing happen during the move, I'm super curious to what that could be. I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to share the ideas of what madness you had. You can write it along if you'd like. I'm a reader, or you can write in a few sentences you like, and I can interpret it like Dan. Tell a story. You probably don't want that because then you're like, that's not what I said.
Imagine in this day and age that when you have an outhouse problem, that it's pretty simple to solve. You just got to reach in there all the way to your elbow, and you just got to slurp up a little bit.
Those days when you're just too drunk to be in public and your friends are inviting you to be an ass. Yeah, it was a Snickers bar, guys. I promise it was a melted Snickers. It was not a turd, and it was not from an outhouse. Well, okay, you know what? If the whole idea of the imagination lets you want to think that, it was, but it wasn't. Because why in the hell would I go down and walk around with irrelevant? Okay, so look, I got something I want to share with you guys. If you've ever seen it before, you're going to see it today because, it's pretty huge. The ocean, it moves daily. It moves from place to place. It's never the same twice. You take a picture of the ocean, it'll look different. Same exact moments later. There's no way nature stays the same. And the stones and all the under is moving. So, is it a bad thing? Maybe we should learn from it. I always tell my students something I learned, and I'd like to carry on, at least with you today. You have a great choice. The choice that you have is you want to be that mountain and stand on the ground and let the world flow around you. It's cool, by the way. Maybe you can be the ocean, move around that mountain. You know that water erodes things. Water will find its least path of resistance. Choice. What do you want to be? You want to feel like water, like Bruce Lee said, or do you want to be that mountain? The mountain's not a bad thing to be. Use the ocean. I ask you today because, man, I feel very lucky today. Why I feel lucky today is because I live in a beautiful country with beautiful people and a beautiful ideal. And I live in this ideal that you could have the same ideal as me. No, you don't have to move to a home to do it. You do it out at the park. You do it anywhere you want. Wherever your happiness takes you. This is what they say. I know it's like a bumper sticker. It sounds totally okay. Oh, by the way, I'll introduce you guys to something. That's my boy JB. Moving for animals is definitely weird, especially when you're a senile guy and you kind of lose your mind a little bit. He's very confused. He's wondering, like, what the hell? He's got a house that's huge. He runs around, he owns it because he does. Hey, you bring animals with you? Carry him in a cage, carry him in a car, carry him in a pocket. Yeah, I kind of. Well, good morning. Okay, we got all our comments out of the way. Thanks so very much, guys. You know what? I didn't take care of business that I normally take care of. Please, with technical difficulty, we can still make things happen. So, with all that being thrown out there, when you watch content, you're out there on the internet checking things out. What are you looking for? What catches your eye? What is the whole? Is it the music? The colors? The guys, the best part was I'm always curious because when making content, I'm always trying to think what could be that cool thing. I've noticed when I stop thinking about it is when it happens. So I'm thinking about it. I'm going to be so cool, or the mountain in front of my house looks so cool. Oh well, and there I go again, overthinking. Then when I sit in front of the camera, I realize that my beard's lopsided. You guys never told me that. Why didn't you tell me that? I know why you tell me that, because you don't really care. It doesn't matter. You think that when like people of power, like the old governors and old statesmen, when they would go places with their beards and their hair wacky, did anybody ever say? Did anybody ever tell Albert Einstein, "Dude, get a comb"? I don't think they did. I think they knew that Albert Einstein was so vast beyond them that they didn't give a shit if he used a comb or not. At the same time, people ask that. Why don't we let each other know where we stand? When moving, you start checking that stuff in at the door right away. The first gas station that you stop at, you can look at the vehicle and realize that's my own, and I'm putting $80 in it to get across this area. Suddenly, it puts it all in perspective. $80 equals stuff that has no price value because all it is memories and it's thoughts and it's junk sometimes, and sometimes even that junk has to make you feel good. I mean, I can get a simple box and a smile knowing that box is full of something that I was looking for. Or as my wife and I had the joke, it's like Christmas Hanukkah every time you open a box. You're like, what can it be? What can it be? Oh my God, it's a pot holder. And then you open the next one, you're like, TV remotes, yay. And you can make it fun. You can suddenly make the adventure what it is. And halfway through it, you get pissed off because you're like, I am so done with this thing, man. Can I just be done? Can I magic wand it? If you had Jeannie living in your house, we could be like, blink, and then she had everything done. It could be pretty cool.
I'll take your picture.
The things that bug me, they say that Tombstone is the most haunted places in the United States. That's my wife capturing that with her camera while we happen to be in a coffee place. I think it's very unique because when a place has such energy, you're bound to run into something that's bumping. You had wars that were close by. You had indigenous folks that were close by. You had hundreds of thousands of people that were in this area working in the mines at the time. And there were accidents in the mines. So for some way, whether you believe it or not, it's a cool idea that our ancestors and our fellow friends are walking right out in front of us. Whether you can see it or not. Now, with moving, when you're moving this thing that you carry with your family and friends, and you're looking at things, maybe you give your mom's urn, or maybe you have the flower pot that's something, or maybe you found the dinner bell or the triangle that your ancestor or family have been hanging on for months and years. Feels pretty cool, and it does feel original. I know every time I do this, I have to pat myself on the back and say, thank you, Wayne, for taking a chance. Going for this. For a beautiful wife and I getting together, talking about this, having a concept of what would it be like to get out of where we were living? What would it be like to get out of the pain in our ass? What will it be like to retire? Whoa. Now you're talking about something crazy. We both working bees, and all of a sudden now you're going to be like, I'm going to do nothing but sit back and watch the grass grow. So yesterday I took a little walk thinking, I'm going to walk across the street to my property as well because it's got some grass and weeds over there. I walked over to the gate and I heard this really wild sound. I looked up there and there were 4 deer running up the hill. They sat and they looked at me and I thought, this is why I moved to Tombstone. Guys, this is why I moved to Tombstone. It's a place to live your dreams, at least for me. And I hope you're living your dream wherever you are. I know that sounds so hokey, but it's true. If you're not living this dream, then you're in someone else's nightmare. And why would you want to do that? We're either someone else's victim or someone else's problem. Let's not do that. Let's be someone else's thought. I want to do just like them. I think somebody's neighbor drive by just now. Wow, that's pretty wild. Never see cars on these little roads up here. Now, where I live, they're called folds. These are not called the holler because we're not in a neighborhood by itself, but we're in a fold where it folds back on itself and have one or two houses inside the fold. So I'm trying to use that because I was told that there is a young male mountain lion that lives in our fold. So that's kind of creepy to think about that. Now, they say, oh, no, they're not going to hurt you. They don't go for humans. It's a freaking mountain lion, guys. He's not here to use your cat box. He's not here to like hang out with you and scratch on your freaking fence. He's a mountain lion. Mountain lions do what mountain lions do. Now, with that being said, I was also told that there is a zebra, dromedary, and a talking elephant here in town. There's a lovely lady here in town that owns an animal movie zoo. There are animals that were used in movies. She has over 100 horses. Horses were in famous movies that do famous stunts, and she's saved a bunch of injured animals, and she uses them here. And I think the sanctuary is really cool. If you have a sanctuary like that where you live, you should probably go check it out as well, or even the pound. You know what? As weird as that sounds, you can find friends and family in the pound. I found one of my best friends and family in the pound. He's a little brown dog I love very dearly. No, it's not a commercial for the SPCA, but it's something that I believe in. I think that we should all reach out and help our friends and relocate our things because while we're doing this thing, we're living our dream and getting out and moving and relocating, we're sharing a new message. We're sharing a new page in what is going to be the saga of our life. So when you get to go back and bookmark things, think about that moment that, man, I felt like I was going to lose my shit because I couldn't figure out to put it. All you have to do is look at the horizon and realize that tomorrow's going to be a new day. It's not that bad. I know. You're thinking, here you go, think of that peaceful hippie crap. Not peaceful hippie crap feels good to think, say, because it's a vibrational thing. It's almost like in the key of Om. Key of Om also is a key of happiness. And when we say Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we end up finding that in our inner soul. And that is a vibration that we have to carry through. That's something I moved here with me, by the way. Something I used to do at home, and I would think about it at home, and I'd think about good energy, and I'd think about good things. Well, what a better place for my wife to do her business of sound bowls. I know you said, but you guys just say you're going to retire. Yeah, I did say I was going to retire, and probably you should too. At least when you get the chance to semi-retire. A lot of people are like, I got retired till I'm 68 years old. The thing is, hey, it's true. But our mind never stops. So, guys, it's almost time for me to go because, well, there's some nature outside that I gotta go stare at. There's other things that I gotta do. And, oh, I almost forgot. I love it when the plan comes together. Friends, as my dad used to say, Wayne, what are you doing with that screwdriver?